What's good? What's good? Welcome back to Invest and Trade with Jack. So we've come down to the summer lows as we've been predicting here on the channel. So we're going to take a look at what could happen next. Currently, we're sitting at 31,590. We're down about 5.8 on the day. We're seeing a market cap of 600 billion. 24-hour volume, 82.05 billion. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to crypto.com, you can sign up to the world's fastest growing crypto app and grab one of their incredible Visa cards, cashback in crypto, free Spotify, Netflix, Prime, travel incentives, $25 just for signing up through my referral. So we're going to start here with the 5-day Gaussian channel. Now, what I want to show you guys are the previous bear markets. If we look at when we broke down from the Gaussian, and we do a measurement. So here's 2018. We measure from the breakdown from the Gaussian all the way down to the bottom was about a 50% drop. And you can see it dropped rather swiftly. We really didn't see many recovery bounces. We just basically went straight down for a 50% drop, created a level support, and then saw the continuation of the bull market. And that was the end of the bear trend. Now, if we scroll back to 2014, a little bit of lag here. As you can see here, we broke down, we back tested it. So if we measure from the back test all the way down to the bottom, you're looking at a 60% drop. And you can see here as well, it dropped rather swiftly. We really didn't see many bounces before starting to recover and jumping back into a bull trend. So if we go to current date, now remember guys, we had a 60% drop in 2015. We had around a 50% drop in 2018. Now, if we scroll back to current date, currently we have dropped here from our breakdown from the Gaussian at 38.5K. We've dropped about, if we go to the wick low, about 20%. Now, if we come all the way down to 22K, you're looking at about a 40% drop. And it makes sense in my opinion. As the price of Bitcoin increases, we're seeing diminishing returns in our bull markets. So we should also see diminishing returns in our bear markets, in my opinion. So 2014, we have a 60% drop. 2018, we have a 50% drop. And 2022, we may be looking at about a 40% drop, as it also lines up with the 200-week moving average, as I've been mentioning in previous videos, and it is the technical target of our head and shoulders pattern. So I do think if we come down to 22K, we create a strong level of support on the 200-week moving average. We'll quickly pop that open for anyone who's new here. So if I pop open the 200 week, I close the Gaussian channel. This is the level we've come down to in each and every bear market, and where we came down to with the Corona dump, as I've been mentioning previously, and it lines up with the technical target of our head and shoulders at 22.2K, and it would be about a 40% drop from the Gaussian channel breakdown. So I do think if we come down rather swiftly, we find a strong level of support, and we can jump back into a bull market once again. Honestly, that is what I would like to see happen, that it would just come down swiftly so we can just start the bull market once again and be done with this absolutely insane sell-off. However, of course, we do have a lot of buying pressure at the summer lows in between 29 and 30K. We have started to see a little bit of a bounce here. So if we do see a significant bounce and we push up, maybe we push up to 38.5, we can also drop in a trend line of resistance. If we pull this down and we were to see a bounce, basically lines up with 38.5. But if we do see a bounce, it could be a much longer prolonged bear market. If we bounce up to about 38.5, we get rejected, we roll over, and basically we're creating a massive descending triangle. I mean, that could take a matter of a few months to play out, whereas if we just capitulate all the way down to 22K, we start to create support, and then we can once again switch over into a bull market. So hopefully, honestly, that's what I want to see, is that we continue to capitulate, come down to 22K, create that strong level of support, and continue back to the upside. Because if we do bounce here, which is definitely a high possibility, as there is a lot of buying pressure at this level, what we could see is we slowly make it up to this trend line of resistance, we roll over, maybe we come back up for a retest, we come down, we break this level of support, and then we begin to make our way down to 22K, which could definitely take a matter of months, in my opinion. So we'll pop over to our next chart here, which is on the daily time frame. As you can see, we've come all the way down to this price target of 29.7K, which is the summer lows. We're very, very close to the 2 extension, starting to see a little bit of relief bounce here on the daily time frame. And we've come back up, and I actually dropped in a line where we've got rejected here, which is coming in about 32.8K. We are quite oversold on the RSI. So if we do see a big bounce here, your levels of resistance to watch, where I dropped in this line about 32.7K. And then I would target about 35.1K. You can see the support in this area. There's some support here. 37.5 was a ton of support. And then basically the support of the Gaussian channel, which was coming in about 38.5K. Now, if we look at the 4-hour time frame, you can see we're starting to see a little bit of relief bounce. Unfortunately, the breakout happened at about 2 a.m., 4 a.m. my time, so I wasn't able to jump into some long trades, but sometimes that's the way it goes here. We definitely have the 20 EMA to watch as resistance. You can see we've seen a nice push. Let's quickly jump over to the hourly time frame, and we can see what we can see here. Yeah, so we may be looking to come down to make a double bottom. We have a little bit of an inverse head and shoulders, so we'll drop in the neckline. We'll see if we met that technical target. Would have been a nice little trade to take, but I was snoozing. Let me measure, take the measurement. Yeah, so we met our target. We wicked all the way up to our target. So we may be coming down to create a double bottom. Of course, this is a major level support in between 29.4 and 30.6. We talked about a possible bounce when we were up here at about 38.8, 34.7. But I said if we lose this level of support, your next major level is in between that 29 to 30K level, which is an absolutely massive level as it lines up with the summer lows. So we could definitely see a bounce from this level. I mean, if we come down and we create a double bottom here, we come down, we make a double bottom, we create a strong level of support. Maybe you see a bullish divergence here on the hourly time frame or on the 4-hour time frame. We could definitely come down and possibly see a bullish divergence. And if you break back up and you break this neckline, could see a large breakout for BTC from the bottom of the pattern, take it to your point of breakout, basically take you all the way up to about 33.8K. Now, if this support is lost, let's look at our next strong level of support here for BTC. Just scroll back here quickly and see where our next strong level of support. Yeah, so you have a little cluster of support right here, and that's basically coming in at our technical target from our head and shoulders, as well as the 200-week moving average in between about 22 to 24K. So if you start to lose 29.4K and you start to see some strong bearish volume, that's when we capitulate all the way down to about 22 to 24K. Honestly, that is what I would like to see happen, because then we can get this bear market over with. We create a strong level of support and we see our push back to the upside. We could break lower. I don't think it's the likely scenario in my opinion, unless we do something that we've never done in previous bear markets. And then your next strong level of support that you would be targeting here at about 17 to about 19K. And that also lines up with the previous bull market high. If we scroll back here, you can see the top of the bull market. We came right up to about 20K, about 19.8 thousand, which lines up with this support box here. But if we do see that swift sell-off, I do think we have a beautiful opportunity to create that strong level of support in between 22 to 24,000 and once again jump back into a bull market. So in the short term here, if we do come back down, watch for a double bottom in between 29 and 30K. Let me open this back up just so everything's visible. Hope everybody's doing well. Quickly remove my little squiggly here. So if we do come down, create that double bottom, and you see us break that neckline, could see a beautiful push up to about 33.8K. Now, if we were to consolidate here and simply push higher, we'll jump back over to the 1 hour. Maybe this is a little bit of a bull flag pattern here. So if we were to hold this level of support, create a higher low and break out, you can measure your flag pull, take it to your point of breakout, and that will equally bring you up to about 33.8K for BTC. So we'll see if we can hold this level of support. Definitely a lot of buying pressure. As you can see, a massive amount of volume in this range. So we'll see if we create that double bottom, we break out. However, in previous bear markets, when we did break down from the 5-day Gaussian, we'll quickly open it up and then we'll be all finished with this video here. When we did break down from the Gaussian channel, even the Corona dump, we just swiftly sold off until we started to see our recovery. Same thing with 2018, swift sell-off before seeing our recovery in the start of the bull market. And same thing in 2014 here. Swift sell-off. And once we started to bounce here, that was the beginning of the bull market. We created a strong level of support. You can see a massive double bottom right here. Broke back above the Gaussian channel. Boom, massive bull market. Once again, in 2018, we broke down, we created a double bottom. We saw a massive push, and then of course we had our black swan event, the Corona dump, and then we saw a massive bull market. So if we simply see that swift sell-off all the way down to 22K, just look for a reversal pattern. We come down, maybe we create a big double bottom, and we see that massive push back to the upside, and once again, go back into a bull market. That's it for me, just my opinion, not financial advice, because I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just a young guy from Canada. Big shout out to the Discord over 1,900 members posting chart patterns, talking all things crypto. We have the DCA trade strategy fully explained, the DCA charts for a very simple method of trading explained on the channel, buy and take profit zones if you'd like to start dollar cost averaging into your positions, and my exact entries, exits, take profits, and stop losses coming in at the $10 membership. You can sign up through the Patreon. And if you want to trade with me, sign up to Bybit, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, much love. Take care.